So in this 5-4 working together and on your own, we are going to journalize transactions that deal with petty cash. So the first thing we're doing is journalizing when we've paid cash to establish the petty cash fund. So I'm going to drop in and I'm going to start with my date. So it's July 3rd. And then my first account title here is cash, and I've paid it. So I'm going to go to my cash, and a payment of cash is a credit. So it's $250. The next account title I see is petty cash. So petty cash does not the same thing as cash, so it gets its own account title. So petty cash. And if I have a credit, I have to have a debit. And then the last thing I can do here is take my document number. It was a check that we used to pay it off, and I drop it in there. So that takes care of the 3rd. Next up, we're going to do the 31st. So I can drop in the 31st. And again, it says paid cash. So I'm going to go over to the cash column, and if I pay cash, that's a credit. Now, I want to know how much. The total cash that I paid here was $78, and I will drop that total amount there. Okay. Then it says to replenish the petty cash fund. Instead of putting petty cash here, I'm going to put the 3 accounts that I replenished for. So the first account I have is supplies, and that's $25. So I'm going to go to supplies. If I have a credit, I have to have a debit, and the supplies amount was $25. The next one I have is miscellaneous for $8. So miscellaneous. And then again, I had the credit up here, so my debit is $8. And the last one I have is repairs, and that's for $45. So, oops, miscellaneous expense, repairs. And then again, here's my credit, so this has to be a debit. Now, if you're confused, just know that these 3 amounts, 25, 8, and 45, together, they equal that one cash credit amount. So the last thing I need to do is take my source document, it's check 97, drop it in, and I am set.